Hey there, it's Juju, and this is day 111 of this administration. And I'm going to be talking about some policies that are happening right now that I strongly disagree with. I'll be making a daily video for the next 4 years. So this is my 111th video. So today I want to talk about immigration policies. Now, our current president wants to have a gold card where you can buy a green card. A green card is permanent residency. If you have $5 million, you can buy a green card. Now, this program, before, it was for $800,000. The purpose of this was to bring investment into America. So if you were a foreign investor and you created at least 10 jobs and paid $800,000, then you would have permanent residence. So, but there you're adding something to the economy. What Donald Trump wants is just, if you're rich, if you got $5 million to spare, that's the kind of person that we want in this country. And I disagree with that. I don't think that wealth makes you any more desirable. The next thing that is in the news that is so disturbing is that all of the immigration programs for different countries have ceased except for one, and that is for white Afrikaners from South Africa. And this is not this is not a war-torn country. They are not they are the minority, but this is, look back at our apartheid. Even some of them have said, no, we don't want to, we want to stay here. They're a privileged class, but because they're white and because this fits the narrative of, the white, because it's a majority black country, that these poor white people need to be able to come to America, is just so ingenuous, and to me personally just disappointing that anybody could support that. But who would, what white South Africaner can you think of? Elon Musk. Now, would that have anything to do with the one country when we have so many people in different countries that have, are in so much need of coming to this country and being given the opportunity for a new start? I'm seeing in my feeds so many horrible ICE raids all over the country. Some of them I know in Oklahoma, a U.S. citizen had 30 ICE, masked, armed gunmen break down the door, didn't identify themselves. They had the wrong house, made them be out in the rain. There's been just a woman with a new baby, all the neighbors tried to protect her. So ICE, the way that ICE is operating is out of control. And I believe in due process. The current president says that, it'll be millions of trials. It's not a trial. It's a hearing to determine whether the person is eligible for deportation. Otherwise, if you're just grabbing people up and there is no due process, as we can see, because right now a permanent resident that was legally not able to go to El Salvador is in El Salvador. So, the Republican Party says that they are, believe in the rules of law. And right now it's really important that we use the rule of law, use the courts properly. There is, because if there's no due process for one, there's no due process for you. And I can be taken away because, the current administration doesn't like my viewpoint. Well, that's not what America is. We have rights. And so that's a few of my thoughts. So it can be a really challenging, struggling time. And please fact check all of this. I'd be interested to see if, if you find different information. I did look this up before I made this. And, but I'm going to end with a little positive way to view the current time, since it can be such a challenging time. These are words from the Dalai Lama. Always remember this: grapes must be crushed to make wine. Diamonds form under pressure. Olives are crushed to make oil. Seeds grow in darkness. Whenever you feel crushed, under pressure, pressed, or in darkness, you're in a powerful place of transformation. Trust the process. So trust the process, trust your heart, stand up for what is right and what you really believe in. Pay attention and lead with love. This is Juju, unfiltered, unscripted, unedited, and have a beautiful day.